All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here at J.C. Lewis Ford over here in Statesboro, Georgia. We're making some videos, taking a look at some of the stuff they got on the lots. But one thing we know is that because we've been through all these F-150s, these are all 2025 F-150s, and every one of them is literally, there's like two on the lot that are under 60 grand. Everything else is like closer to $80,000. Okay, Platinum's everywhere you turn. That's all that they got here left still. It's all very expensive stuff. Tremors, Raptors, Tremor 401As, we got Tremor 402As. Okay, we've been through all this stuff on here, but it made me think about this video, especially when I was over at the Ram dealership earlier too, and we see these like Longhorns and stuff like that. Here we got $90,000 to $110,000 Super Duties, 2026s and 2025 Super Duties right here. Okay, they are all very high-end trim. We got King Ranches, we got Platinums. Here's one right here. What one is this? This is a Laramie, but this is a 2025. I believe 2025 Laramie, $90,000. Here's a 2026 Platinum 250 for $108,000. Okay, we see these big number trucks here. But what we want to talk about is I don't want my trucks to drive for me. I don't want the technology that is in these. And I'm curious as to what your thoughts are. For example, okay, when we talk about these kind of things and put it in, actually, I think I put it on my notes here too. Let me pull this up here and check here and see if I did. I did. Okay, so for example, cars, you know, we have these cars today and stuff like that, and I don't know if trucks do it because I would never use it, but like the parallel parking stuff. Parallel parking, I don't want my car to parallel park for me. Learn to parallel park. Your off-road modes. I don't need a snow mode, a rut mode, an off-road mode, and a moguls mode, and a dirt mode, and a sand mode. I prefer to learn to drive. Give me the mechanicals. Give me the front locker or front limited slip like a Tremor has on it. Give me a rear locker and give me the option to control my vehicle. That means turning off traction control 100%, disabling it, and allowing me to drive the vehicle. That's what I want. I don't want these specialty modes. I don't want A-Track. I don't want MTS. I don't want crawl control. I don't want any of that kind of thing. I sure in the heck do not want a truck that will back my trailer up for me. Are you kidding me? No offense. And people are, oh, it's so cool. It's not cool. What's cool is going out with your dad, and then if you didn't get that luxury to do it with your dad, then you can do it now, and then you can pass it down to your kids. But go to an empty parking lot at nighttime when nobody else is there and the whole parking lot's empty with your truck and your trailer and a few cones that you bought or you borrowed from the high school, and go learn how to back a trailer up. Learn how to do it. You just bought yourself a new boat. You're all excited. So now you got to go out and spend 110 grand on a truck that will back your boat up for you versus buying a truck, say it was a 7.3 XLT for half the price, literally half the price, that won't back your boat up, but you had to have the one that will back your boat up. No. Learn to drive these things. That is my attitude. I am not a fan of these things that do that. Same with the hands-free. Everybody talks about, you know, Blue Cruise or whatever it is and the hands-free driving. Oh my God, it's so cool. I would go nuts. The last thing I want to do is, there's a reason that everywhere we drive, I drive. Okay, not my wife. Now, if she, you know, if I'm tired and I got to sleep for a minute, you know, on a long trip, yeah, she'll drive. But if she doesn't want to drive, I want to drive. I want to drive. The whole purpose of owning these things and doing things with them is because we enjoy driving them. Why in the heck would I want to let go of it and just sit there and go, okay, let me know when I get there. I'll just thumb through my phone and look up every once in a while. Well, why? I would never pay for any of this kind of stuff. I will never in my life ever pay for a vehicle that drives itself. If it's in a vehicle I have and I don't have a choice because it's there, I'll never turn it on. I promise you, I will never ever touch it. I have had 5 vehicles now that have had lane assist and lane departure warning and automatic, or what's the new cruise control, the one where it advances the gaps for you and all this stuff. I will never use any of that. Never in a million years will I ever use it. Not going to do adaptive cruise control. I will never play with this crap. Not going to do it. I will never let a truck back up my trailer. I will never let a truck parallel park for me. I will never let a truck do any of that stuff for me. I don't want it to. And if I'm off-road, if I'm stuck in a hole, I will never, ever in my life touch a off-road mode to get me out of it. I will never let my truck try to make decisions for me. I've said it many times, I've been a photographer for 27 years. I'm now retired from that. This is all I do full time here is content creation, but I've owned a photography company with almost 20 employees for a lot of years. And I told every one of them, here's how this works, okay? Because we went from the days of medium format into the days of digital and all this kind of stuff through that whole process. With digital cameras getting so advanced, it was always, they would try to play with these things and they would mess them up all the time. And I would tell them constantly, listen, you have two choices in this game as a professional, okay? If you're gonna be a professional photographer, you have two choices. Smart camera, dumb photographer, or a dumb camera and a smart photographer. You cannot have a smart camera and a smart photographer because you two will butt heads on what the outcome of this image and what you're trying to do is. You will argue constantly. The camera will want to do one thing. You want it to be a silhouette. They want to brighten the thing up so that they can see the detail, and you two are going to fight left and right on this stuff. You're trying to let them be darkened out so that you can bring the night sky in. It is trying to brighten them up and wash the sky out. You will argue all the time with your camera. Unless you make the camera stupid, dumb it down, turn all that nanny stuff off, and put the thing in manual mode and learn to run it like a true photographer, then you get total control of how the whole entire thing goes. Been my rule the whole entire time. Taught so many photographers how to do this and the power of it and what it is and how you get control. It's no different with a truck, okay? If you let the truck be the smart truck, you will never be the smart driver. All you are is a passenger in the vehicle, and you miss out on the fun things that this truck can do, that you can make the truck do, that you, the driver, can be part of. Even as simple as backing the pride that's involved in backing a boat down a busy down a busy boat ramp, on a weekend when everybody's watching you. That is a rite of passage, and that is a skill set that is developed, and it's something that you earn and that you have pride in being able to do. You can laugh at the other ones to do it. Today, the stupid trucks do it for you, and they make everybody look cool, and they do all this kind of stuff. It's not right. Okay, it's part of being a man. It's part of being a man is knowing how to drive a truck. I'm sorry, like it or don't. If that's offensive to somebody, I don't care, but that's the world I come from. This stuff matters. I do not want these stupid nannies. I do not want my truck to tell me what to do. I do not want my truck to control what I do. I do not want my truck to drive for me. I do not want it to back my trailers up for me. I do not want it to tell me how to drive when I am in the woods, in the swamps, when I'm going up or down a hill. I do not want my truck to do nothing for me. Get rid of all that crap. The beauty of me being that way means I don't buy Platinums, Lariats, King Ranches, Platinum 0804s, Platinum 1216s. I don't buy this crap. I don't buy Tremor 40296B4 812s for $85,000. I don't buy that stuff. No, I'm not buying Platinums. Instead, I'll buy an STX F-150 with a 2.7 and I'll take it in like this one right here, like that. Beautiful. Look at this crew cab right here. Crew cab, extended cab, whatever way. It's not a super crew, whatever they call it, crew cab. But you got a four-wheel drive STX F-150 right here coming in at $50,000 with the amazing 2.7. And before I take delivery of this, I have Ford Motor Company from Ford Performance Parts shipped to dealer a Torsen front differential that came right out of the Tremor 402A package, and they stuff it in the front of this thing, and then I put a level kit on it and put some 35s on it, and I have a truck that'll do everything that I need it to do because I am in control. The truck does not do it for me. My thoughts. I'm curious what yours is. Okay, I'm wondering what your thoughts are on this, if you feel the same way, or if you are a technology guy and you want all the crap that is in this $110,000 Platinum Tremor that does everything for you, from back your trailer up to massage your butt to put you to sleep to drive for you to all the stuff that this thing does. Probably parallel parks itself. It probably washes itself like a cat, licks itself when nobody's looking, if I'm not mistaken. But for $110,000, 110 grand. I'll bet it does. I'll bet as a Platinum it does. If it doesn't now, by 2027 they will. They'll literally, when you park it in the driveway at night and you hit lick yourself mode, you'll hit that and it will lick itself clean. I'll bet that's coming just like a cat does. So curious what your thoughts are. Let me know. Thanks for watching.